All Stars housemate to be evicted from the BBNaija All Stars house is Uriel.
Hi. Welcome back to your entertainment podcast. And today we're going to talk about Uriel's eviction. Last night there was an eviction that took place. Uriel placed second to the last on the polls. She got 2%, and then Seyi was last on the poll with 1 point something percent. And then there were 3 jury members. We have Teddy A from Double Wahala. You have Diana from Level Up, and then Lekon, the winner of the lockdown season. The 3 of them comprised of the jury system, of the jury last night, and then they took a vote of the housemate to evict, and with a vote of 2-1, Uriel got evicted. We don't know who voted for who, speculations of what went down. And there's been a lot of talk about this eviction. So many people are of the opinion that it was an unfair eviction. And it's BBNaija. Once someone was lower than another person on the polls, and then the other person up gets evicted, people will talk. We saw it with Lilo's eviction, we saw it with Kaisha's eviction, and now this kind of system is back in place, so you always have people talking. We've had celebrities also come up to talk. Mr. Dominic has said her piece, Kemi Adetiba has said to, all in favor, all going with it's an unfair eviction. And what do we think about this jury system? First of all, we think the jury system is set in place to soften the housemate, to soften viewers' mind, because it's already giving us an insight into how the winner will be picked this system. They have said it that there's a jury in place. And you know what? If you're listening to our podcast, we said it at the beginning of this season that if you watch shows where they use the jury system, like Big Brother USA, at some point in time, the housemates that are being evicted will be, the way they do it in US though, taken to a house somewhere. And then towards the end of the show, it's the evicted housemates that would pick the winner of the show. We suspect that it's still going to be what being played this season. And them using ex-housemates now is like softening people's mind, and like a precondition of presetting people's mind that this is how the eviction will eventually go, or this is how the winner will eventually be picked. That's one side. But where we would start looking into and having people that can look into it is the fact that we've always said that we do not want a season where most girls go and then we just have only guys to watch. Having only guys on our screen to watch is usually not so interesting. And right now, the proportion of the ladies to the guys at the house is not it. We've had 2 girls leave the house, and it's not sitting so well. It's something that needs to be watched and need to be looked at. And also the fact that they're using ex-housemates now to decide eviction. It's going to be like a disadvantage to those that have not been so social post-show. And we see it in a way that it affected Princess. Princess has not been so social with the other housemates ever since she left early during her season. Birthdays, we don't see her there, housewarming, opening of shop, store, and all those things when the housemates will call each other together. So it is what has helped Seyi's thus far. When you have Bisola, like the first jury, Bisola, Dorothy, and Mike, there's no how you would expect those 3 to save Princess over Seyi. You know, a lot of people have said, oh well, it's not fair, they should do it in such a way that it's based on what the show is, what they are watching, so they will now know, okay, who's giving content that they should evict. It sounds good on paper, but these housemates are going to meet each other after the show. And you know how this thing works. The possibility of these housemates meeting Seyi again in a birthday party or all those things is so high. This is somebody they have worked with and all, as a king's princess. And then Seyi, no matter how you want to overlook it, Seyi is an Awolowo. He even I know that I think I saw pictures, I stand to be corrected, with former vice president's daughter, you know. He's, as with the name Awolowo, you know that he has connection. He did Delta advert. Somebody with such connection, these are housemates that everything is all about, especially if you're in the entertainment industry. It's all about connections and the rest. You do not want to be the reason why Seyi was evicted, because you know, even if everybody takes it as a game, Seyi might not take it as a game. And when it comes to working with brands and all those things, you might be the one that might take the cut at the end of the day. So these people that are bringing in are being very careful. The only people who will be easy, who will take it, okay, I can easily take this person out, and the rest are people who are not so much in the entertainment industry. Like if they bring Miracle now, Miracle is a pilot, he's got things working for himself. He won't think that way. But a lot of these housemates are into the entertainment industry and they know themselves very well. So it's the same thing, I think, was what's played out last night. So these are people who are working with Seyi. These are people who know that Seyi most likely has good connect. You do not want to be the reason why you say, he voted. You know, sometimes they might not even say it out loud, but you know, this industry, they just cut you off. And that is what we're going to be seeing most likely with the way the jury falls. That's why just make sure your faith is not in the bottom three. That aside also, then the fact that most ladies are leaving, two have left, and the HOH games does not look like it favors the ladies. You know, the way it is even played, it looks like, yes, it's not physical strength and all, but it kind of still looks like it's physical strength and all. They've not even played this week's game. A lot of people are already saying it's a guy that will get it. You know, yeah, like in level up season, they let the guys play against each other, let the girls play against each other, and then they brought out the top two. Yes, I like the idea that this is an individual one and all, and you know, Mondays used to be boring, but now we have a lot to watch and look forward to on Mondays. But there should be a revisit of the HOH games. They've not even played the games, and everybody already know, even in the house, you know, it's a guy winning it. All the guys are all pumped up. Outside, they already know it's a guy winning it. You know, the girls have been so discouraged in the house that they don't even think one of them can win it. All they are doing is hanging on to the guys to please take them upstairs as BFF. They've taken off their mind away from winning HOH. And I think even in BBNaija, they need to revisit it too, because you watch BB Titans, you watch BB Mzansi, and the girls have a fair chance. I don't know how they do it, but the girls always have a fair chance of winning. But in BBNaija, most times, it takes a lot for the female to win BBNaija, to win head of house in BBNaija. So there needs to be just a general check to make sure as much as possible these games are gender neutral and they do not require physical strength. That is an aside, that aside. And the ladies themselves, hoping and crossing fingers to do that, they pardon the female, because what is playing inside the house is what is also playing outside the house. Ladies do not think about each other enough to decide, okay, let's work together and take ourselves up. And that is what we're also seeing outside. Girls coming together to pardon guys twice. Hopefully today they will all reason it as, okay, maybe it's time for a girl to win. All in all, I want a big brother where there are a lot of ladies in and they are watching, because if we have too many guys on our screen, we're talking about football and cars and all that. You know, ladies have drama, so please, we want more ladies in the house. Thank you very much. We got the content here. Please follow us on all our platforms.